Namaste, my little ones. Today, Story Baba has a very interesting question for you. Have you ever heard of a day when blessings never run out? Long ago, the ancient sages spoke of such a day when the universe itself seemed to open a hidden door of blessings. They called it Akshaya Tritiya. The word Akshaya means something very special. It means something that never diminishes, something that never runs out. But why did the sages believe that this one day in the whole year had such power? Why did they say that any good deed done on this day would grow and grow without ever fading? To understand this mystery, we must travel back into the ancient stories of India. In several sacred texts, including the Skanda Purana, the sages describe a special moment in the month of Vaishakha, the third day of the bright lunar fortnight. On this day, they believed, the universe holds a rare harmony. Acts of kindness, charity, and devotion performed on this day are said to become Akshaya, imperishable. And over time, many wonderful events were believed to have taken place on this very date. One tradition tells us that on Akshaya Tritiya, the earth witnessed the birth of a powerful avatar, the warrior sage Parashurama, the sixth incarnation of Vishnu. Born with the strength to restore balance in troubled times, Parashurama became a symbol of divine justice and courage. His birth on this sacred day was seen as a sign that righteousness will always rise when the world needs it. Another beloved story speaks of friendship and humility. Many years after their childhood, a poor Brahmin named Sudama decided to visit his old friend. That friend was none other than Krishna. Sudama arrived with nothing but a humble gift, a small bundle of flattened rice. Yet Krishna welcomed him with warmth and affection. Touched by his friend's sincerity, Krishna quietly blessed Sudama's life. When Sudama returned home, he discovered that his poverty had vanished. His small hut had turned into a beautiful home, and his life was filled with abundance. A simple gift offered with love had become Akshaya. Another legend from the great epic Mahabharata tells of the Pandavas during their years of exile. They often worried about feeding the many sages who came to visit them. So they prayed for help. It is said that on the sacred day of Akshaya Tritiya, Surya Dev gave Yudhishthira a miraculous vessel called the Akshaya Patra, a magical pot that would never run out of food, feeding every guest who arrived day after day, until Draupadi herself had eaten, for she always ate last. Once again, the same message appeared. On this day, abundance becomes endless. But the sages were not only speaking about food or wealth. They believed that on Akshaya Tritiya, acts of goodness, kindness, generosity, compassion grow far beyond their beginnings. That is why even today, people choose this day to give charity, begin new ventures, and pray for prosperity. Not because the day magically creates wealth, but because it reminds us that true abundance begins with a generous heart. And that brings us back to you, my little ones. Perhaps the real secret of Akshaya Tritiya is something very simple. When we help others, When we share, when we act with kindness, those good deeds never truly disappear. They grow, they spread, they become Akshaya, endless. Until next time, my little ones, this is Story Baba, wishing you a heart full of kindness and a life full of Akshaya blessings.